Good morning, teacher. Welcome to our presentations. First of all, let's thank you all for coming here today and watching this video. We are Mong Productions. The member is Kritsana Maliphan is director. Kornchuda Chaithaworn is scriptwriter. Ladarat Charoensuk is cameraman. Jiraphat Neangjam is sound engineer. And Nonglak Wicheanrat is editor. We are a second-year student in Silpakorn University, Petchaburi IT campus. The topic of our presentation is stray dogs in Silpakorn University, Petchaburi IT campus. Stray dogs have been a problem for a long time. Stray dogs came up with many factors. Most of them was dumped. The popular place is temple, school, and university, in the hope that someone will take care of them, but didn't consider to it will breed until out of control, especially in Silpakorn University, Petchaburi IT campus. Since I start to study from first year to second year in Silpakorn University, Petchaburi IT campus, the number of stray dogs has increased dramatically when compared to those who can lead. Next, we would like to talk about the reasons why we do this.
In our presentation, we will focus on three major issues. I will begin a reason that we choose to do this documentary is we would like to reflect about stray dogs in our university need love and care, but they didn't get it. In website A Day Will Let In is have research result about stray dogs in Thailand. According to the last nationwide survey in 2014, there are around 8.5 million dogs in Thailand. 700,000 of those are considered to be stray, with around half of that number being female who produce up to 10 puppies a year. This figure means that the stray canine population could increase by up to 3.4 million dogs a year. Stray dogs, as well as being unclean and causing noise pollution, can also spread diseases such as rabies. 90% of the animals found with rabies in Thailand are dogs, and 60% of rabid dogs are stray. Vaccinating stray dogs from rabies is almost impossible, putting anybody who is bitten by one at a high risk of contracting the disease. The current program allows the stray animal to be captured, sterilized, and then be held in shelter for adoption. Agencies are now looking at a new method of controlling the population of the dog. Dog owners must be held responsible for their pet to prevent the animal being abandoned. One agency said the country also needs a strict law against the illegal dog trade to prevent animal being slaughtered.
Are you following me so far? Then we proceed the working process of our group. After choosing the topic until getting the story of stray dog, we find someone who take care of stray dog on campus, which made us see Chaithaworn, a classmate, who is looking after stray dog and the owner of the pet. Every day is cow day. Our group talked about how our documentary will look and we start writing a storyboard. When the storyboard was finished, we make appointment Chaithaworn for interview, but with mismatch time making it difficult to ask for interview and filming. The most difficult issue for our group was English. Then that make us feel grammar and tense are hard, and we can't control a dog. It is difficult to solve this problem. However, in the end, we help each other until the documentary went well.
We have learned a lot of things from this project. We all help in every working process. Each of us get to share ideas and thoughts, and if someone make mistake, no one blame or complain about it. Instead that we will help each other to fix this problem and continue work. Everyone will help to write and translate script content that we want to present together. No matter what, it may be right or wrong, but we're proud that we made it by ourselves when we went shoot. Everyone helped to find equipment for filming. No one bargains like, you have to find it, you have to do it, I'm trying it. No one bargains like that. So that made me proud and impressed with our team. Last of all, we feel really sorry for the dogs. Even people feed them, play with them, but the number of the dog is increasing every day as they have to breed. We think it's better if we contact with Dog Rescue Foundation and ask people in the area for help donate, so they have fun for taking care of them and possibly also decrease the number of the dog by sterilization. We think it is a better way to help this dog, and we think it's not too hard to make it possible.
We are now nearing the end of our presentation. I will briefly summarize the main issue. Stray dogs have been a problem for a long time, especially at Silpakorn University Petchaburi IT campus. Today, there are more than 20 dogs in university. All of them don't have owners to look after them, some of which came from people outside the university who release dogs on campus, therefore increasing the number of dogs. We have already told you that the reason we choose this issue because we want to reflect the problem of stray dogs at Silpakorn University Petchaburi IT campus that is not love and care. This documentary we made with Chaithaworn. She is the caretaker of a stray dog in university, and she is the owner of the page Every Day is Cow Day. Our work begins with finding topics, write a storyboard, and interview about how to manage and caring for stray dogs at this university. Furthermore, we have learned from this documentary is, aside from the pity for dogs, we also feel pity to the caretaker of the stray dogs, and everyone in group help write and translate the script content into English that we want to present together. No one who doesn't help at all. We work with smooth planning. Finally, we hope that this story will reflect the problem of stray dogs at Silpakorn University Petchaburi IT campus and Hope to feel some sympathy or pity for them. Thank you for your attention.